We're Jalen Jacoby on ESPN Radio and ESPN2. What do we do?
We get the people what they want.
The people of Houston got what they wanted.
Who did you pick to win?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Who did I pick to win?
The Houston Astros.
Just putting that on wax.
Last night, in my neighborhood, Houston, hitting dingers. There's MVP, George Springer rounding the bases. The final out right there. And, of course, after the game, there was an ensuing celebration, jubilation, champagne-soaked visitors' locker room there in Chavez Ravine. But it was something that happened after the game that I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Rose. It was what Carlos Correa did after the game during the celebration. Let's take a look. Now, Jalen Rose, you know that I have a negative soul. You know that there's sometimes there's this dark place inside of me that just has negativity inside of it. It's evil. I try to keep it down, and sometimes it bubbles up. I didn't love the proposal. I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're engaged. It seemed like a very happy moment for all parties involved. But I thought it was kind of a soft move. What do you think? Soft move or boss move?
That's a boss move, David Jacoby. How could any part of you not embrace, appreciate, and welcome seeing love?
Okay, I understand that. But here's why I'm going the other way. I'm going through Daniela Rodriguez's eyes, right? The day that you get proposed to, when you get engaged, it's a special moment. And you know what you want to do? You want to spend that time with your groom-to-be. So what he did is he got engaged, and then he basically looked at his fiance and said, I'll be back. I'm going to go drink with my boys for 4 hours. I'm going to come home hammered tonight, maybe even tomorrow morning. Enjoy that ring.
You're putting your relationship goals in their living room. You don't know what makes them tick. You don't know what's gone into their personal dynamics of how the game of baseball affects what they do. And clearly, she's there to support him.
Mm-hmm.
He just got a ring.
Gave her one.
I think it's a glorious way to top off not only celebrating something that's so meaningful to you as a player, but also allowing her to share that with you. It's a beautiful thing. I don't see how any way, shape, or form you could look at that as being negative.
I look at it like having your birthday on Christmas. You know what I mean? It's like this one day, two big things. Like, let's separate those two things. I'll have today with my teammates. We'll celebrate the championship. And there'll be another day in which our families can celebrate our love. And it can be a more intimate moment between the two of us.
Guess how many days their family can celebrate their love?
Eternity.
Guess what? They didn't get married yesterday. You want things to be the way you want them.
Okay. Look, I told you.
That was a beautiful thing.
This is coming from a negative place.
But how about
I'll admit
this?
that.
But how about this?
What's that, Mr. Rose?
You got to win to do that.
Does he get engaged if they don't win?
No.
Then he saves it for another day.
Correct.
You don't want to get engaged
That's
after
what
you
makes
lose
it a
the
boss
World
move.
Series. I'd be worried about the ring. You know? I'd be worried about the ring. Let's move on, though. I said that opinion came from a negative place inside of me. Everything is negative about the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. They had their players-only meeting. They get together. They hash out all their differences. They complain about the coach. They talk to each other about what they need to do. And then they go out and host the Pacers and lose by 17 points to the Pacers. Jalen, they're now 25th in the NBA points against per game, 29th in defensive efficiency, and they're 3-5. What do the Cavaliers need to do?
I respectfully want to say something that nobody is going to say into a microphone about this team.
Oh, I like it.
Hit the brakes.
I like it.
Right now, the Cavs are an average basketball team, and they're going to be in trouble without Tristan Thompson.
Okay. Out with Tristan Thompson, strained a calf. He's out for about a month, they say.
His role on the team is to grab rebounds, to block shots, to give energy, to play big. He's their tallest rotation player. They initially took him out of the starting lineup in favor of Kevin Love.
Yep.
They realized that didn't work. They put him back in the starting lineup. Now he's out for a month with a calf injury. You go back to that original lineup that you were struggling with, other than Dwayne Wade starting at the shooting guard. Of course, they're extremely talented. They have LeBron James. They will weather the storm. But this also shows the value of one, Isaiah Thomas.
Yep.
You don't replace Kyrie Irving's 25 points and 5 assists
With Derrick Rose.
and then not get Isaiah Thomas's 30 points in return. This is why you do the deal. And since he's out, they're going to be a team that when the opponents come to town and or when they host their squad, they're going to get buckets against them.
They are. And the opposing teams are now shooting 41.8% from three. That is the highest percentage in the National Basketball Association. And not only that, you've got Kyle Korver out there, Kevin Love out there, LeBron out there, J.R. Smith out there, Jay Crowder out there. Those are all three-point shooters, and they're shooting 33% from three. Why are they shooting 33% from three?
The shots are different. When you have Kyrie Irving literally going into his bag and breaking down the defense, when you do those kickouts for threes, they look a lot better.
Alone.
When you have one or two players a lot of times on the floor that aren't knockdown shooters, including LeBron James, it suppresses the floor. And now I'm a step closer to all of the guys you just mentioned. I'm contesting those shots, and we get the board, we going the other way. And so this is going to be a theme that's not going to stop.
So you don't think this is a phase? This is, LeBron was injured at training camp. They're going to figure this out. They had a meeting. We're going to go the other way. They're still going to be fine.
This is the beauty of the game. This is guys like me went to bed and was like, Michael Jordan can't guard me. Scotty, I'm going to do work on them tomorrow. Shaq and Kobe, I got this. So now the biggest game on the schedule besides playing against the Warriors is playing against
the Celtics.
Or
the Spurs or the Rockets.
Or the Cavs with LeBron James.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant for the Cavs.
And so based on that alone, guys get confident when they can score. I don't care where you hooping at, in the backyard, at the YMCA, the park. When a guy hits buckets, he's like, let's go. Yeah, feeling good about themselves. And so now teams are going to be confident playing against that group.
It's interesting. I am not as convinced as you that their problems are going to continue as long as they will, but listening to you, I'm starting to be as convinced as you that their problems are going to continue. We are also going to continue. Coming up next, Doc Rivers intentionally attempted to get himself thrown out of a game. We'll explain after this. I don't need a watch. They're bracelets.